Hello everyone, my name is Carson Gordon, and today I'm going to be sharing with you just a little bit about my experience with IT management, my knowledge on it, and what I hope to get out of this class. So to begin, I really don't have a lot of knowledge on IT management. I don't have a lot of experience with it at all, so I'm really starting fresh here. The main ways that I've learned just the basic knowledge for this class really comes down to three things. The first of which was an online module that I took to fulfill the prerequisite requirement for this class. In that class, I learned, all the basics, a few of the concepts that we've discussed in our first lecture here, this chapter, but mainly just the very basics of what data, information, and knowledge are, and a little bit about information technology and information systems. The second way that I've learned a little bit of stuff about what we're going to be talking about in this class and about IT management is through this class. So I can already tell that I'm going to learn so much in this class. I've already learned more about IT management in the past week than I ever knew before. So this is definitely going to be an awesome learning experience for me. I'm going to learn a lot, and it's really incredible, honestly, how much I've learned so far. So I'm really looking forward to it. The last way that I've learned about IT management is just through my own experiences here at EIU with the IT department. So I had an office in the Martin Luther King Union. I had an office for 2 years. There were two separate offices, but each of them had a computer. So that was just because of my student government positions. I was given an office workspace with a computer, and anytime I had any technical or computer issues, the IT department was fantastic. They were super helpful and very knowledgeable, and I could definitely tell that they knew a lot about their jobs and a lot about just the constantly, growing and evolving technology. They helped me out quite a bit. I'll be honest, I'm still getting used to computers. I'm not really great at them, so I'm still a beginner with a lot of this, and they were super helpful with me and super kind, and they helped quite a bit. But I did notice that they encountered two major issues here on campus, neither of which are their fault, but they're definitely worth discussing and worth noting. So the first issue that I noticed is the fact that they are a very small group. So there are not very many IT employees here at EIU. It's very small, and they're constantly running around. As you could imagine, there are so many different IT issues that come up on campus. Just any academic department or office or really anywhere can have a technology issue at this point, and they are really great about helping, but they're stretched very thin. I mean, they're expected to cover this whole campus, just a few of them, so they really do great work considering the fact that there really aren't very many of them. The other issue that I noticed is just the lack of resources that they have to work with. So while they're fantastic at their jobs, they're not working with a lot. A lot of the technology here on campus is pretty outdated as a result of some of the budget issues that we had in the past. And they have really helped the university, encourage the university to keep growing and evolving our technology just to be a more modernized campus, but some of it is pretty outdated. And as you can imagine, with outdated equipment and outdated technology comes some more issues. So some of those issues can't be fixed. They're just a result of older technology. For example, there are a lot of slowly moving computers. I know in my office in the union, my computer was so slow, and I asked them to come in and take a look at it, and it was mainly just because it was an old system and they had sped it up as quick as they could, but they really are only working with so much and can only do so much. So, since I don't have a lot of experience going into this class, I really just hope to gain the fundamental knowledge of information systems that I need to be an effective and knowledgeable coworker. Even though I am in the MBA program, I don't really plan on taking on a managerial role past graduation. I plan on being a corporate lawyer, so I don't really plan on managing any departments or working too closely with IT, but I know I will be in, a company or working at a workplace where an IT department's there, so I at least want to be knowledgeable enough to, communicate with them effectively and just be a coworker that they want to be around. So even though I don't really have as much IT experience and I don't plan on using it quite as much as some of you may in the future, I know this information is going to be super helpful for me regardless of where I end up and regardless of my career plan. So I'm really looking forward to this. I also think just that with technology constantly growing and changing, learning more in this class will be helpful, because if I can learn quite a bit now, it won't make it quite as daunting to learn more about the technology that we see coming up as we get older and older, because we know it's just going to keep constantly growing and changing. Thank you.